Hi friends, welcome to yet another interesting video on Saturn and different nakshatras. Now this is part 2. Part 1 has already been uploaded. Please check if you haven't, if you need to check that. In that video I had covered nakshatras from Ashwini to Ashlesha. Today we'll talk about the, upcoming or the subsequent 9 nakshatras from there. So I will begin with Magha nakshatra and it will go up to, in today's video, it will go up to, Jyeshtha nakshatra. And the final part will come, as the third part of this, video, Saturn and different nakshatras. The final part will be uploaded after some days. Alright, so today this is part 2. Now Saturn is the planet of justice, hard work. It's a planet of your profession. It is a planet of karma. It's a planet that signifies your career, the career path of your life, even your actions. Now this planet is in which nakshatra, that will also say so much about, the life path that you're going to take up. Alright, your career path also, the way you will approach things in life, the way you will act. Alright, so it will say so much about that. And also, what sort of career profession is suitable for you, which is so important, and how you will be as a person. That also we can decode from Saturn in a certain nakshatra, and how you will deal with relationship. That also we can decode from Saturn in a certain nakshatra. So, because that will be the way in which you will act or behave also. Okay, the drive to act upon certain, ideas, or you have thought of something, you've decided on something, so you have to act upon that and you have to take some action. So that is now going to be defined by the nakshatra in which Saturn is placed. Nakshatras, they are lunar mansions, constellations of stars. Now nakshatra, Saturn, there are 27 nakshatras. Out of them, Saturn will be in one particular nakshatra in your horoscope. I'm talking of your Lagna chart or birth chart. So nakshatras, they definitely, they trap the energies of your past life karma. Not just the previous life, but, of countless past lives. So, and that all that result of the past life karma, how they are going to, bear fruit. And actually we definitely have to face the consequences of our past lives, and various things play out in our life depending on that karmic balance or karmic settlement. So nakshatras will tell you what sort of karmic patterns are going to play out in your career, in your profession, in your life, whenever you have to take up some action, whenever you have to take action, whenever you have to act and you have to move forward in life, then what sort of karmic patterns will play out, and how you will actually act in life, and how you will deal with your karma, and also how you will do in your career. So all that we can decode from the nakshatra. So without much delay, let's quickly move into the topic. And before that, let's quickly have a look at the sample chart. Do subscribe if you want consultation. Details are there in the video description. Now let's have a look at the sample chart. Okay friends, so you can see that this is a sample chart. Alright, so in this sample chart you can see of this native that this native is a Leo ascendant. Alright, so Leo ascendant native, you have to find out, this is a Lagna chart. So in this chart you have to find out where Saturn is placed, planet Saturn. So you can see easily that in this chart planet Saturn is placed in the 4th house. So here Saturn is placed in Scorpio in the 4th house. Now you have to find out in which nakshatra Saturn is placed. So you can go to Astrosage app. Astrosage app, you can download that, or through any software on PC you can have access to your nakshatra of Saturn through any relevant software, I mean. And Astrosage app is a very convenient app for the phone. So here, if you go to the planets tab on that app, you will see that Saturn is in a certain nakshatra. In the case of this particular native, Saturn is placed in Jyeshtha nakshatra. So Saturn is in Scorpio and it is in Jyeshtha nakshatra. So what does that say about this particular native's profession, career, even life path, how they are going to deal with relationship also, because Saturn is the planet that will also show how they are going to act, and respond to various situations in life. So that is why this is very pertinent. You have to find out in which nakshatra Saturn is placed. For the case of this Leo ascendant native, Saturn is in Scorpio and it is in Jyeshtha nakshatra. So now let's get started. Okay friends, what will happen if your Saturn is in Magha nakshatra? Magha nakshatra is ruled by planet Ketu, the south node of the moon. And Magha nakshatra falls in Leo. Leo is definitely the sign lord is Sun, planet Sun. So you have to combine the energies of planet Ketu and Sun in case of Magha nakshatra. Now Saturn is in Magha nakshatra. Alright, so profession connected to Sun Ketu. It's possible. Now the symbol of Magha nakshatra is, the royal throne or the palanquin. And the deity of Magha nakshatra is, the Pitras or Pitragan refers to your ancestors actually. So that's the deity of the nakshatra, and the animal symbol of Magha nakshatra is the male rat. The male rat is a creature or animal that stands for, adaptability, even secrecy, even sexual drive and reproduction. So which is also connected to the Mars Ketu energy of Magha. Alright. So now even people who have Saturn in Magha, they are also looking for intimate connection in relationship. Definitely. Relationship should be maintained so that, they can, so that definitely, it's going to be a serious affair for them based on commitment. So even if Saturn is in Magha, such natives will have this tendency that in relationship they want serious commitment, and they also want intimate relationship with partner, as a result of which they are going to give birth to their young ones, so that they can carry forward their tradition. So they have a very traditional mindset. So that also will be reflected in the way they deal with their partner also. Yes, if you have Saturn in Magha. Now, if I talk about career, then Mars Ketu. So definitely your relationship can be connected to healthcare industry, to medical science, to healing. You can be a surgeon, you could be into surgery, or even occult, technology. Also, I would say the field of law, yes, even administration for that matter. Administration also. Any field of work which requires discipline, structure, being methodical. So any field of work that requires all of that, leadership qualities. So somebody who could be in the defense services and all, defense, military, it's also possible. Even definitely because Ketu is there, Sun is Ketu is there, and Magha is it falls in Leo, so Sun Ketu. So not just administration, but also even government, definitely, because it's a sign of it's a very regal nakshatra, royal nakshatra also. So some work connected to the government, definitely, administration, all that. So even research, investigation. So all these things any sort of research, investigation, healing, psychology, all that also can be related to Magha. Healing is definitely there. And Saturn in Magha, you will always want to, again, if Mars is well placed in your horoscope, and especially Mars and Ketu, if you have a benefic Ketu, you will want to always, safeguard your tradition, your culture, and you will want to carry forward your tradition. Your heritage, family heritage is something, family tradition, culture is going to be very precious to you. So all these things, if you have Saturn in Magha, now even through your work, you may follow some profession which was followed by your ancestors, yes, or a profession or a business that was already followed in the family, and you want to keep alive that tradition. That's also possible if you have Saturn in Magha. Yes, friends, all these things about Saturn in Magha. So, yeah. And there is a certain secretive, at times they can be a little secretive about the way they act. And also they believe in adaptability, survival, definitely resilience. And also I would say that Saturn in Magha, you will, you can do very well even in diplomacy. Like you could do well in politics and diplomacy. You can do well in these fields as well. Alright? So now let's move on to what will happen if you have Saturn in Purvaphalguni Nakshatra. Yeah, Purvaphalguni Nakshatra is ruled by planet Venus. It falls in Leo, so sign lord is Sun. So I combine the energies of Venus and Sun in the case of Purvaphalguni Nakshatra. Now, Venus and Sun. The symbol of this nakshatra is the swinging hammock. The swinging hammock, or the front legs of a bed. The front legs of a bed. That's a symbol. Now, the animal symbol of Purvaphalguni Nakshatra, just a moment, the animal symbol is the female rat. Female rat. So all these things about. Now, Saturn in Purvaphalguni. So what can we say? Purvaphalguni we know is connected to Venus and Sun. Why? Falls in Leo. Venus, Sun. So healing, as if I talk about careers, healing, medical science, any kind of healing. Alright? So definitely that is very much possible. Even I would say teaching, counseling. You can do very well as a consultant, as a teacher, definitely. So even the field of education, teaching can be suitable for you if you have Saturn and Purvaphalguni. Now Purvaphalguni people, definitely, Sun-Venus combination. So it's definitely, Sun and Venus, both these, the two planets, they're both connected to medicine and healing. Alright, yes. Now, what else? You could be connected to some creative field, creative or artistic field, Purvaphalguni Nakshatra. Any artistic ability, creative talent also you can have. And that could be your career. You can make a career out of that. It's possible. Now, Saturn and Purvaphalguni, what sort of nature they will have, these people? They will believe definitely in leading a life of comfort and pleasure. However, there could be some delay in attaining, a life of luxury, comfort, pleasure. Some obstacles, some delay they can encounter. Now, but yes, if they work hard, they will definitely be able to lead a life of, luxury, pleasure, comfort, and prosperity. Now, the deity of Purvaphalguni Nakshatra is the deity. Just a moment, is Bhagdev or Lord Bhaga, the god of prosperity, marital bliss, and fortune. So yeah, so these people know they will, Saturn and Purvaphalguni, they definitely have a karma connected to marriage in this life. They will, again, if Venus is well placed, if Sun is also more or less well placed, they will definitely believe in marriage. They will want to get married. They'll believe in that institution, and also they will believe in commitment in marriage. So marriage is a commitment that has to be kept. So that's what they will believe, and they will respect the institution of marriage as well. They would also want to lead a life of pleasure and comfort and luxury, prosperity with their partner. So all these things also we can say about their approach to relationship and marriage. Now, careers, definitely they want to, whatever work they do, they will fall back on their knowledge, intuition, creative skills, abilities, any sort of skills they may have, and they will want to enhance those skills, their knowledge, their intuition, and they will want to, definitely amass resources for themselves so that they can lead a life of prosperity and luxury. That can also definitely be their goal. Now, so Purvaphalguni people, all professions connected to Sun, Venus, artistic, creative abilities, I mentioned. Also medicine, healing, counseling, so even education. So definitely all these fields are suitable, as I mentioned. So so if you have Saturn in Purvaphalguni, you can get these results. And Purvaphalguni, this term refers to the fruit of your past life. Again, if Venus and Sun are more or less well placed, you will be able to reap the fruit of your past life with respect to your profession or career especially. Okay, so something you will be able to you may have some skill, and you may wonder, like maybe you've not got proper training, or little bit of you've imitated some, because human beings, they are imitative by nature. So maybe through imitation you've learned or something. You've not seriously got trained, seriously received any sort of training, but it is some sort of skill which you have acquired so easily. That is possible because it's a fruit of your past life. Purvaphalguni, the fruit of your past life. So very easily you acquire, or with less effort, you can acquire some sort of creative skill, professional skill, and you can use that, make use of that, apply that, and make a career out of that, and you can be successful. Alright, your power of intuition is something. You may be blessed with great intuitive abilities. That also can be the blessings of past life. Again, if Venus and Sun are more or less well placed. Now let's move on to the next nakshatra. What will happen if Saturn is in Uttaraphalguni nakshatra? Uttaraphalguni nakshatra is ruled by the planet is definitely planet Sun, and it falls in the signs Leo and Virgo both. If it's in Leo, sign lord is Sun. If it's in Virgo, sign lord is Mercury. Now Uttaraphalguni nakshatra, the deity is Aryaman. Deity is Aryaman, the god of contracts, social bonds. So Aryaman is a solar deity, a Vedic god. So the god of contracts, social contracts, the god of social bonds. So Aryaman is their deity. Now, so definitely these people, they also, if you have Saturn in Uttaraphalguni, you look upon marriage as an institution which definitely has to be respected, and you will be committed towards your partner also in marriage. Definitely you respect the institution of marriage. Again, if Sun is well placed, Uttaraphalguni is ruled by Sun. If Sun is well placed in your horoscope, then definitely you will believe in serious commitment in relationship if you have Saturn in Uttaraphalguni. And you will also want to keep alive your tradition, your cultural heritage. You will protect all of that if Sun is well placed, your family tradition and all that. So you will want your children to follow your family tradition, culture, heritage. You'll be very particular. It's possible. Now we'll talk about career. So the animal symbol of Uttaraphalguni nakshatra, the animal symbol, just a moment, is the bull, most probably, if I'm not wrong. Yes, the animal symbol is the bull. Bull also, it is somehow also connected to Nandi the bull, the celestial, Vahana, or you can say the vehicle or Vahana of Lord Shiva. So that bull is also connected to Nandi the bull. Now, so this animal symbol itself of Uttaraphalguni, it symbolizes some sort of divine connection, These people know they will believe in, they will have a sense of divinity. They will definitely move towards, eventually in life, they will also move towards spiritual growth, spiritual practices. They will look upon marriage as a spiritual institution, and they will be devoted even to their work. Because Saturn after all is your, not just karma, but also your career. So very much devoted. As if, again, if Sun is well placed, they will do their work with religious devotion. So religiously committed to their work. If Saturn is in Uttaraphalguni, okay. So definitely if they are committed to, their work, even partner, then these people they will definitely gain prosperity in life. All right. So they give a lot of importance to all kinds of contracts. Even marriage is a social contract, a legal contract. They respect that. If they are into business, they are also into various sorts of business contracts, deals. If you are into job also, now in job also, you, especially in the corporate sector, you are supposed to crack deals also, especially when you reach a certain position in the hierarchy. You're responsible for cracking various deals, and help your company or organization get into various contracts. So this is not just in the corporate, it could be even in the government sector if you reach that position. All right, so these people can acquire a position of authority, also power in their workplace. But yes, these people initially they can have problems with people in authority and power. That is also possible. So it's very important for them to somehow control their desire to revolt against authority. You shouldn't do that. That is now going to be detrimental to your growth in career. So do not enter into conflict with people in authority. You in fact believe in your hard work, structure, discipline, all right, so that you one day can climb up the ladder, and you can attain that position of power and authority yourself. If they had done injustice to you, your superiors, you don't follow that. You don't be unjust to your subordinates. So that's what Saturn in Uttaraphalguni people should remember. Now career. Now, definitely it's ruled by Sun, and we know the zodiac signs. It could either be in Leo or in Virgo. Now say if it is in Leo, then professions connected to Leo, any sort of artistic, creative field you may be into. You may be into education, definitely, into teaching, counseling. You can be an independent counselor. You can be in the entertainment industry by dint of your creative or artistic skills. So yeah, all these things. If it's in Leo, you can also be into any field of work which involves gaining knowledge, sharing knowledge. All right, making use of your intuition. So counseling also, intuition. So it could also be connected to even occult, and education, connected to education. So it could be teaching, counseling. So all that. Now it could be connected to government job also, definitely. If it's in Leo, definitely you could find yourself in a government position. It's possible. A government position, managerial position, even administration, that is also possible. Now if it's in Virgo, then it can be connected to technology. It could be connected to the field of law, healthcare sector. Even in Leo, Sun is also connected to medical, to healthcare. So whether Leo, whether Virgo, it can be connected to healthcare. It can be connected, if it's especially in Virgo, it can be connected to the field of law, technology, even occult. So all these things, if it's in Virgo, any kind of research investigation is also very suitable. If it's in Leo, just keep on gaining knowledge, upgrading your knowledge. So all these things about Saturn in Uttaraphalguni Nakshatra, the animal is the bull, so they believe in hard work. Saturn in Uttaraphalguni people, they believe in hard work. So in career also, they're going to be very hardworking, goal-oriented. Again, if Sun is well placed. So they believe in discipline, structure. They are very goal-oriented. They will never give up. And they are very hardworking, definitely. They believe in consistency also. So they very, persistently they will go on working hard and achieving their goal. Yes, they are again people who are very reliable people. So they are known for their reliability also. So in professions, or in their workplace also, they can be known for their reliability. They can be known for their discipline, structure. So all that about Saturn in Uttaraphalguni. Now let's move on to the next nakshatra. Just a moment. Alright, Saturn in the next nakshatra. So what is the next nakshatra coming up after Uttaraphalguni? Alright, it is Hasta. So if Saturn is in Hasta, what will happen? Now Hasta nakshatra definitely is ruled by planet Moon. Alright. So Hasta nakshatra is ruled by planet Moon, and it falls in Virgo. So sign lord is Mercury. So any sort of creative artistic field, yes, that could be connected to your career, or definitely connected to any field of work wherein you need to make use of your intuition, your intuitive powers. All right, you need to make use of your intuitive powers. Like you could be connected to occult, to healing practices, all that. Now Saturn in Hasta, very creative people. They can have original thinking and very intelligent also. Intellectual power also they can have. Both creative ability, intellectual power. Wonderful combination. Saturn is in Hasta. Saturn is in Hasta nakshatra. These people, they can get into palmistry, tarot card reading, any field of work where there is extensive use of hands. Alright. So even surgery for that matter. Alright. Any kind of healing and medicine, healthcare sector. Definitely. Field of law, very suitable for them. Not just occult, but also field of law. The legal sector is very suitable. Nursing and healthcare I mentioned. So technology again also can be suitable. Coming up with your original thinking. They can, come up with their perspective, their own perspective. They can make use of technology in a very innovative way. So yeah, definitely. So all that, very creative, very intuitive. They can do well in technology again. Technology, any field of technology is also very suitable for them if Saturn is in Hasta. Now Hasta nakshatra, the animal symbol. I'll just quickly tell you about the animal symbol of Hasta. Animal symbol is the female buffalo. The female buffalo. So they don't give up actually. Hasta people. Saturn in Hasta. So these people know in their profession, career, they will never give up. They will always work hard. They're known for their hard-working nature, persistent nature. Persistently, they will keep chasing their goals. And they're never tired of working also. So that animal symbol is the buffalo. They're able to carry a lot of workload, and sometimes they could be in stress also. Some sort of stress. But they will never give up. Again, if Mercury is well placed, and Moon and Mercury, if they're well placed, then they will not give up, no matter how much work pressure they have to handle. Alright? So yeah, Saturn in Hasta. Now these people in relationship again. In relationship, they can be a little too critical, over analytical. So they need to be a little careful. So they may enter into conflicts with their partner, because they have this tendency to analyze things and criticize things also. So they may be very argumentative also by nature. So it's possible that they may enter into conflicts. So at times there could be some problems with their partner, because they're so intelligent, they're so argumentative, they have a great logical bent of mind. Always they will make use of their sense of logical reasoning. And in profession also, they will be they have goals, so they will be materialistic also. They'll keep chasing their material goals in career. So Saturn in Hasta, all these things, and very hardworking people, very grounded, practical. Now the symbol is the palm of your hand, or it's an open hand or palm of your hand. So these people they believe in action, they believe in creativity, they believe in making use of their intuitive powers. All right, they are very skillful by nature. They can have any sort of skills and make use of that skill all right, in their profession, so that any sort of artistic skills, creative skills also they can have, and they can make a career out of that, all right. So yeah, all these things. They can be into Reiki healing, palm and hand, so much. So they can do very well as Reiki healers. That's a very suitable profession for Saturn in Hasta. So yeah, and all these things. And the animal symbol I've mentioned, the deity. The deity is Savitur, the sun god, right? The sun god is the deity. So these people know they will believe in gaining knowledge. They're so committed to their work, because the influence of sun also is there. So not just moon and Mercury, not just creativity, intelligence, but also committed. So very committed to their goals. They believe in structure, very methodical. No one can beat them in methodicality. Very methodical, perfectionists, goal-oriented, they're meticulous about details, very detail-oriented, very structured and hardworking. Wonderful. So Saturn in Hasta, good results, wonderful results you will get if Moon and Mercury are well placed. Now let's move on to the next nakshatra. Alright, now if your Saturn is in Chitra nakshatra, what will happen? Saturn is in Chitra. Chitra is ruled by planet Mars. And Chitra nakshatra, it falls in Virgo and Libra, both. It falls in Virgo, sign lord is Mercury. If it falls in Libra, then sign lord will be planet Venus. So Chitra nakshatra, Saturn in Chitra. Now the deity of Chitra nakshatra is Lord Vishwakarma, and also there's one more deity, Lord Vishwakarma and Lord Indra. Yes. So both are connected to Chitra nakshatra actually. The celestial architect is Lord Vishwakarma. So these people, they are very creative, artistic, they have creative skills, abilities. And also Lord Indra is also connected deeply to Chitra nakshatra. So these people, wherever they, are placed in whichever profession, they eventually rise up the ladder and they become eventually very successful, and they can reach the top. They can be one of the most successful people in their career. That's also possible. In their field of work, if Saturn is in Chitra. Now, these people, what sort of careers they will go into? First, if Saturn is in Chitra, let us talk about the symbol. The symbol of this nakshatra is the pearl. Okay, the pearl is the symbol, which is a precious gem. All right, so that's a symbol. So these people, they believe in hard work, they believe in dedication, they believe in their own creative abilities also, their own skills, artistic abilities. They believe in their hard work. They can be very perseverant. So they keep on working hard, very persistent in chasing their goals and targets also. So eventually, even if they have to encounter obstacles and problems, they overcome all of that and they shine like that bright jewel or pearl. Okay, so that is a symbol of the nakshatra. Animal symbol is the female tiger. Yes, female tiger. So these people, they also at times, they do not make a lot of noise, before they attain their goal. They like to work hard in silence, in quietness. That's what they like to do. And some level of secrecy they like to maintain, especially if this nakshatra is falling in Virgo. Then some level of secrecy they will always maintain. They will never reveal their plans to others. And very secretively they will chase their goals, targets, and they will reach their goal. If it's in Libra, then also they're very creative, very artistic, and very intelligent if in Libra. Now, if Chitra Nakshatra falls in Virgo, what are the suitable careers? technology, any field of technology, healthcare industry. Also, definitely healthcare, so even surgery, medical science, healing, any sort of healing, occult practices, very suitable. If Nakshatra is falling in Virgo. So these are all suitable careers. The field of law is very suitable for them. Any field of service sector, very suitable. Any kind of research investigation is also very suitable for them. So they have great intellectual powers, very structured, meticulous about details, perfectionists, hardworking, grounded, practical, methodical. So all these qualities they have. And so in their profession also. Now even if they are in the service sector and if they are doing it with dedication, structure, discipline, they will become very successful, and someday they will, become, they will reach, they'll climb the ladder and they will reach the top, and they will get to the top and they will be very successful, even in the service sector. But only that, they will have to keep on making use of their knowledge, their thinking abilities, their research abilities, their ability to do proper planning and execute their plans. They can also do well in managerial jobs if Saturn is in Chitra and if it falls in Virgo. Now, if it falls in Libra, then also any field of research investigation they will do well. The field of law is very suitable for both Virgo and Libra. If it falls in Libra also, the field of law, very suitable. They're very good at negotiation. They're very good at, mediation. So they can get into liaison. Liaison is very suitable for them. They can definitely do well in business. They have business acumen also. They'll do very well in business and trading if Saturn is in Chitra and if it falls in Libra. So all these things. Now, so if it falls in Libra, they can also have artistic, creative abilities, and they can make use of their artistic or creative skills in their profession. It's possible. Now, counseling is very suitable for them if it falls in Libra. Yes. Counseling, very suitable. Even teaching, counseling, interacting with people, making use of their communication skills. So, business acumen, bargaining skills also. Okay. So, negotiation skills, so field of law or any field which involves, contracts, deals, so even business. So, all that is very suitable for Saturn in Chitra if it falls in Libra. So, yeah, all these things. Now, if it falls in Libra, these people definitely will always want to maintain harmony and balance. Everywhere. In relationship also, they will want to maintain harmony and balance. So, they will know how to strike that balance, no? Now, even if in marriage also, or if they're in partnership with somebody, they'll want to strike that harmonious balance in the relationship. If Saturn is in Chitra and if it is in Libra. But if Saturn is in Chitra and if it falls in Virgo, then these people, they may have a difficult time in getting into partnership. They're not very comfortable, in entering into partnership, because they're so analytical, so critical of everything. They're so critical about things. They have this tendency to criticize, because they are perfectionists. They believe that they always strive towards perfection if it falls in Virgo. So they will also, because they will strive towards perfection. So they don't like to enter into partnerships with others. Even in relationship, they may at times get over analytical and critical. So they may enter into problems or conflicts with their partner also. And business partnership is definitely not that cool for them, not that suitable if Saturn is in Chitra and if it falls in Virgo. Alright? So generally if it's in Libra, it's better for business and partnership and all that. So independently they can work. If it's in Virgo, they can do their business, but independently. Alright, so independently they can get into counseling, healing, occult practices, anything they can do independently. Now let's move on to Saturn in the next nakshatra. After Chitra, it is Swati nakshatra. So Swati nakshatra. Swati nakshatra is ruled by planet Rahu. And also look at the sign lord. If Swati nakshatra falls in Libra, so the sign lord is Venus. So Venus Rahu energies will now influence your work and career because Saturn is in Swati. Alright? The symbol of this nakshatra is a young plant swaying in the wind. So that is a symbol of independence. That it stands for independence. So these people generally, Saturn and Swati, they don't like interference of other people. Neither in their life nor at their workplace. They don't like any sort of interference. In relationship also, they will want to maintain their independence. They will always want to have individual space. They value their independence. They value their freedom a lot. So in workplace also, they will want to act independently upon their ideas and decisions. They don't want interference. So these people, they have a tough time also working for other organizations because they are so creative. Their way of thinking is so unconventional that they don't just fit into the pattern well. They can't fit in so easily anywhere because they are unique. They have a unique perspective about things, a unique way of looking at things. So they just don't fit in everywhere. So it's very difficult for them to, work with dedication and enjoy their work at the workplace. They're not going to do so unless they're given their freedom and their space and their independence to act according to their own wishes and, thinking. So their way of thinking is again very unique. Falls in Libra, so they have intellectual powers. They are very creative, original thinkers actually. So that's why they should get into independent business. They can get into partnership also, but again, after all, it's Rahu, ruled by Rahu, Swati nakshatra. So these people know they will not get along well with their business partner also. They won't get along well with them. So if they work independently, it's better. They can have differences with their business partner also. So that's possible. Now, in marriage and relationship, they want their partner to give them their space and independence. That's important for them. They can also have a very unconventional way of looking at life. It's possible. Their way of acting upon things, the way they act, the way they, indulge in action. That can also be something very unique, unconventional. And very unpredictably also they can act. People have never imagined that they would do such a thing. They can do such a thing. So their actions also, they can be beyond others' imagination. So very unpredictable in their actions. It's possible. Now, so they can do well in research investigation. They can do well as scientists. They can do well as independent counselors. Teaching is good for them. Counseling is very good. Field of law, they can practice as a lawyer. So field of law is very good for them. Now, they can do well in business, but independent business. Research investigation I mentioned. So counseling. So these are all suitable fields. They could be interested in trading also. Business. They can have great business acumen also. So they have creativity, they have intelligence. They have business acumen, skills. So these people, they can make use of all of that in their work. And they can excel in their work. Provided they always, they always remain hardworking. Then they can do very well. They have to remain hardworking. They have to keep on focusing on their goals. They should never lose sight of their goal that they have set for themselves. If they remain goal-oriented, hardworking, disciplined, they will do very well in their field of work. So their way of looking at things is different, okay? But again, they should be, whatever work they're doing, they should do that with dedication and some amount of discipline. They should, because after all, Saturn is in Swati. So Saturn always demands discipline from you. Then only, in their profession. So even if they're doing independent business, independent counseling, if they do it with, a sense of discipline, structure, then they will excel. They can formulate their own rules. If they're working independently, then you don't have to follow other people's dictates, no? You can make your own rules. But once you have also formulated your own rules and you're functioning accordingly, then again, you have to stick to your own rules also. And you have to, do justice to your field of work. So that's what they should do. And the animal symbol of Swati Nakshatra, we have to mention. The animal symbol is male buffalo. You see, they don't give up. So male buffalo, very hardworking. So that's what they have to keep chasing their goals. So they will also, if Venus is well placed, and if you have a benefic Rahu, then they'll be unstoppable. Sky is the limit for them. They can be very successful in their profession and very dedicated, determined. Once they have set their goal, or once they have, decided on doing something, they will end up doing it and they will attain success also. So it's a male buffalo, known for its persistence, known for its hardworking nature, known for its goal-oriented nature and survival instincts. They have a lot of survival instincts. They are again people who are very flexible, at times mostly unpredictable, but very flexible. They are people who are very adaptable. A lot of adaptability they have in them. And that's what makes them so unique and successful. Very adaptable they are. So they have a lot of, they have survival instincts, survival strategies they have. So that's why, they, in their field of work, they are definitely going to be long-term players and they're going to be successful in the long run. And they don't easily give up on anything. So all these things about Swati Nakshatra people, the deity is Vayudev, you see. Okay, the god of the wind, so Vayudev. So yeah, so that is why these people, Vayu element, the air element is, the element that stands for intelligence, ideas, creative ideas, thoughts, original thoughts. Also independence, you see, Vayudev. So they will operate well when they are, when they have that space, when they have that independence to work on the basis of their creativity or creative thinking. So research, investigation, scientific investigation, any kind of research, investigation, the field of law, these are all very wonderful fields for people who have Saturn in Swati. Yeah, they can also be wonderful counselors. Yeah, now let's move on to the next nakshatra. Saturn after Swati, it is Vishakha. If Saturn is in Vishakha nakshatra, now Vishakha nakshatra, the animal symbol is the male tiger. Male tiger. Male tiger is also known for its secretive and quiet moves. So there is something secretive about Vishakha, because the male tiger. And the male tiger is also known for its power, courage. So these people, Vishakha people, they don't give up on anything. So they make long-term goals also. Vishakha nakshatra is ruled by Jupiter, you see. So they have wisdom. They have, knowledge to back them up. All right, they always fall back on their knowledge, on their experience, knowledge, wisdom. So Vishakha ruled by Jupiter, and it falls in both Libra and Scorpio. If it falls in Libra, sign lord is Venus, then they'll be very creative, Jupiter, Venus, so very creative, they will enhance their creative skills, they will gain more and more knowledge regarding that field of, creativity. So very creative. And So any sort of creative, artistic field, very suitable for them. So if Vishakha Nakshatra falls in Libra, then even the field of law is suitable, the field of independent counseling, education. They can be teachers, professors, counselors, consultants, education. This field is very teaching, education, very suitable field for them. Vishakha falls in Libra. Now, even in Scorpio, if it falls, then they can be healers, even counselors. They can impart their knowledge. Why not? They can get into occult practices. If Vishakha falls in Scorpio, occult practices. They can get into healing. Again, they will be very secretive also. They will never reveal their plans to others. It's more so if it falls in Scorpio. And some transformation is awaiting them, Vishakha people. Whether Libra, whether Scorpio. Saturn and Vishakha, their profession is going to transform their life, definitely. Because Vishakha people know what happens, no? Vishakha refers to something that has multiple branches. So, and the symbol is the potter's wheel. You see the potter's wheel? So initially, it's like a lump of mud when you look at it. Eventually, the potter rotates its wheel, and the wheel goes round and round and round, and eventually a wonderful shape comes out of it. So that is the magic of transformation. So there will be transformation in their life, whether Libra, whether Scorpio. So their profession can transform them. Some changes will happen in their career. Initially they were following a career path, then they may move into a different career path. They may embark upon a totally new career path, a totally different journey. It's possible. So in Vishakha this happens, having more than one branch, many branches, or diverging along a different direction. So it's possible. Now Vishakha, again, you see, so transformation will happen in their life, and now here through career. Even in relationship, definitely if it's in how they will deal with their relationship. If it's in Libra, these people, they will believe in maintaining harmony and balance. So they will deal with their partner also in a very harmonious, and they will always, in a very balanced way. They will have a very balanced sense of judgment and all. Now if it's in Scorpio, what will happen? At times they may enter into conflicts with their partner. They may have differences. But if it's in Scorpio also, Vishakha and Scorpio, Saturn and Vishakha in Scorpio, these people are looking for commitment also, serious commitment in relationship. Otherwise, they will not be able to do justice to the relation, or they will not, they will withdraw their support, or they will, estrange themselves from their partner. So there has to be total commitment in the relationship. So they expect that commitment from the partner also. And Vishakha and Scorpio, at times they can be a little controlling also in the relationship. It's possible. They expect that their partner is totally going to surrender to them, and they're going to be totally committed. So yeah, it's possible. But again, you have to see these people, no? So they can also be people who are totally devoted to their partner. Yeah, whether Libra, whether Scorpio. Saturn and Vishakha, ruled by Jupiter, these people, they believe in being devoted to partner. It's possible. So, yeah, all these things about Saturn and Vishakha. Now, if it falls in Scorpio, what careers? If it falls in Scorpio, then definitely you can go into, I think I've mentioned, occult practices, healing, research, investigation is suitable for both Libra and Scorpio. If it falls in Scorpio, then occult practices, spiritual practices, definitely. Meditation, yoga also. If it falls in Scorpio, then these people, they can act a little secretively, and they can also, these people, definitely a lot of transformation will come into their life because of their work or career path, career choice. Now that transformation will come about in their life, whether in Libra or Scorpio, both. Now Scorpio, what else? What other careers are suitable? Technology, as I mentioned. Technology, healing, the field of surgery. It could be connected to investments. Profession could be connected to investments. So yeah, all these things. And research, investigation. I've already mentioned. So the field of education and research, very suitable for Vishakha natives, Saturn in Vishakha. So whether in Libra, whether in Scorpio, education and research. So this is very suitable for them. And their profession can be connected to that also. And in Scorpio, very intuitive. So any field of work which involves making use of your intuition. So healing and all. So any kind of healing, occult and all that. Now let's move on to the next nakshatra. I've talked about the animal symbol, I hope. Vishakha, male tiger, yeah, I've mentioned. So they have courage, very courageous. They don't give up easily on anything. And they will definitely, they want to be the undisputed, king in their own field of work. So eventually they can be very successful also. Yes. Now let's move on to Anuradha. Anuradha nakshatra. If Saturn is in Anuradha, what will happen? Okay, Anuradha nakshatra is ruled by Saturn only. The Saturn ruled nakshatra, and Anuradha nakshatra falls in Scorpio. So Scorpio is ruled by Mars, Saturn-Mars combination. So any field of surgery is also very suitable for them. Research, investigation, very suitable. Even medical science, investigation related to medical science, healing, occult practices, occult and healing. It can also be connected to administration. Anuradha nakshatra in the sign of Scorpio, it can be connected to administration, to government sector. It can be connected to administration and diplomacy and all that. Even politics. Now Anuradha nakshatra deity is Mitra. Okay, the deity is Mitra, that is the god of friendship. Lord Mitra, that is the god of friendship and partnerships. So these people, they get into healthy partnerships. If they are doing some business also, they will get into healthy partnership. They will believe in getting into healthy partnership. But eventually, these people, they like to work independently. Why? Because Saturn and Mars, after all, Saturn, Mars is there. So eventually, they will want to work independently. Now, even if they have a partner, they will want to have the final say also. It's possible. Or they may at times enter into conflicts with their partner, business partner, even life partner. These people, they are very critical also. They have a critical way of looking at things. So these people, what will happen? They can also be very critical about their partner. So at times they may enter into conflicts, and they can get distanced from their partner. And in relationship, these people, they want total commitment also. If Saturn is in Anuradha, they're looking for total commitment in relationship. In work also, especially in work, they are totally committed to their goals. Saturn in Anuradha. Now the symbol is the lotus flower or the twin lotus. So that symbolizes success, victory and prosperity. So they will finally bloom like the lotus, wherever they are placed. So even if they are, they were born into a family where they did not get enough resources, or the environment was not that congenial for their, growth, development, even then, again, if Saturn and Mars are well placed in their horoscope, then they will find ways to, shine in life. They'll find ways. They will, come out of that miserable situation. They will overcome all problems. They will overcome everything by dint of their courage, by dint of their analytical skills, by dint of their long-term thinking and planning also. And they will come out of everything, all problems, untoward circumstances, and they will finally, defeat all problems, and they'll become victorious, and they will attain victory, success and prosperity, and they will bloom like the lotus. The deity of this nakshatra, deity of Anuradha nakshatra is, I told you, Mitra. So they believe in friendship. And the animal symbol of Anuradha nakshatra is the deer, alright? So the female deer. The female deer is known for its alertness, carefulness, okay, very sensitive. These people are very sensitive, alert, very careful about their moves. Every action that they take, they will, not just take, without thinking, no. So because here this is Mars, no doubt, but then look at the sign, Scorpio. It's in Scorpio, no? So they will analyze everything deeply, and then on the basis of their knowledge, intuition, experience, they will act. So very difficult to defeat people with Saturn in Anuradha. So they will be victorious, in their endeavors. They'll be successful in any field of work, whether they are in administration, diplomacy, politics, government sector, they'll do well. Whether they are into independent business, healing, counseling, independent counseling, healing, occult, whether they're into research investigation, whether they're into surgery and medical science, whether they're in the field of law, in any of these fields, they could be into investments also. They can do in whichever field, trading, investments also, and they will do very well. Actually, these people, no one can beat them in their planning. So they can do well in managerial jobs also. That is why Saturn-Mars combination, they can do well in managerial jobs. Very disciplined, structured, because you see both Saturn and Mars, they are connected to discipline and structure. So any field of work which involves discipline, structure. They can also do well in the defense services, for that matter. Defense services, wherein you need courage and planning everything. So all these fields are suitable for them. Saturn in Anuradha. So they always, in relationship also, they want to maintain friendship and healthy relationship with their partner. Now in business also, if they're doing business, even with their rivals, they will want to maintain healthy relationship. If they're in politics, if they're in government, administration, then also they will maintain good relationship even with their rivals. And they will also always want to make friendship with others, so that, they can ultimately win the race. Their target is to win ultimately. So they know that if they have the support of others also, and even if they maintain some good relationship even with their rivals, then they know that in times of danger, there'll be people to back them up. So they are very careful, very clever. They always believe in long-term planning. Very intuitive. They have great powers of intuition. So that, female deer, imagine that. And very secretively also, sometimes they will, make moves, and they will take action very secretively and silently, quietly, carefully. And finally, later on, people will come to know and people will be shocked. So yes, and definitely their career can undergo ups and downs, upheavals can be there. Their career can also transform their life. So all these things. Now let's move on to the final nakshatra today. Saturn in Jyeshtha nakshatra. The deity is Lord Indra. The Lord Indra, who is the king of all gods in heaven. So Lord Indra. So again, Saturn in Jyeshtha nakshatra. Jyeshtha nakshatra is ruled by Mercury. Alright. And it falls in Scorpio, so ruled by Mars. Sign Lord is Mars. So find out how Mercury and Mars are placed. If they are well placed, then the field of law is very suitable for you. Any field wherein you need to make use of your, argumentative ability, logical reasoning ability, so research, investigation, very suitable for you. You can be a scientist, a researcher in any field. Alright. So yeah, and Saturn in Jyeshtha nakshatra, these people are very good at finance also. So career can be connected to the finance sector, especially to investments. So if they're in the investment sector, they will excel. Alright. So, or in financial planning. In planning also they will do well. Now, these people, Saturn in Jyeshtha, the symbol of this nakshatra is the what? Jyeshtha, ruled by Indra, I told you. So, it's the circular amulet, if I'm not wrong. The earring or the umbrella. Yes, that is a symbol of Jyeshtha. Circular amulet, the earring, and so all that all that, and also the umbrella. So all these things, no, they are the symbol of royalty, regality. So these people, they can also be connected to administration, government, even politics, and they can finally, be the ruler. They have the power to be the ruler, because Indra, no, very slowly, carefully, by slowly I mean very carefully, even stealthily and secretively, they will approach, their goal, defeating their enemies, their rivals, and finally becoming victorious. Whether it is government, whether it is administration, whether it is politics, they can succeed if Saturn is in Jyeshtha. Very suitable for them. They can also very good in the field of education. Saturn profession can be connected to education, teaching, counseling. They can be a great consultant, a great lawyer for that matter. They also have great business acumen. Yes, so all these things. So independent business they can do also, definitely. Mercury, Mars, their own independent business they can do, and they can be very successful. And healing, occult is definitely there, even if you have Saturn in Jyeshtha, because Mercury Mars combination. So occult, healing, psychology, psychological counseling, consultant. So any of these fields of work, any field of research, investigation, that is also suitable for them. Jyeshtha people, it's very difficult to defeat them. They are people who can give you very good advice, suggestions, also guidance, because Jyeshtha is the elder one also, elder one. So they know, they are experienced, they have knowledge, wisdom. So that's why they can do very well in counseling. They can excel in counseling. And even in government, diplomacy, and even in administration. So these are all suitable fields. And I've already mentioned occult, any field of healing, research, investigation, all that I've also mentioned. In relationship, again, these people, they can be a little critical about others. So again, these people, they could be a little controlling, towards their partner also. They'll want to control their partner. They will want to, make their partner listen to them. Again, if Mercury and Mars are well placed, then they will also have the ability to guide their partner, to show them the path. They are looking for serious commitment in the relationship. So definitely, if Saturn in Jyeshtha, Mercury, Mars more or less well placed, they're looking for serious commitment in the relationship. So a committed relationship based on healthy connection, intimate connection. All right, and there has to be mutual trust, and there has to be, total commitment. So all that in relationship. In career, they are very good planners. So yeah, they're even good at planning, and they're good at. They can be very good, strategists, planners. So they can also do well. They can also do well in managerial positions also. It's possible. Because they know how to plan things. They know, they have that ability. Mercury, Mars, that they have logical ability, they have logical reasoning powers, they have intelligence, and they also know how to execute their thoughts into action. That's why they are so successful. Saturn in Jyeshtha, if Mercury, Mars are well placed, they have thoughts, they have ideas, and they know how to execute them. So that's why they can excel in any field of work wherein they need to also, execute your thoughts and, execute your ideas and translate your ideas or thoughts or your planning into action. So that's why they can do well in managerial positions also. So yeah, they can do well in the field of law, as I mentioned. So yeah, any field of work wherein you need to acquire knowledge, gain knowledge, and then execute your ideas and thoughts and translate those ideas and thoughts into action. So profession, you will do well in your profession only when when you strive towards gaining knowledge, strive towards acquiring skills, professional skills and knowledge. They will take you a long way in becoming successful in your career. So all that about Saturn in Jyeshtha and Saturn in all the different nakshatras which I covered today. Hope you could resonate with this video or with my interpretations to some extent. Let me know in the comment section. So friends, see you next time, and before I wind up, be kind and merciful to all animals, birds, creatures. Try to be a vegetarian and donate vegetarian food to orphanages and old age homes. Be kind to people who are physically, mentally challenged. Then the divine will always bless you. See you next time, friends. Do not forget to subscribe, and if you want consultation, details are there in the description. You can text me and get in touch. See you next time. Take care.